Excellent. Jeepers, look at everybody. All got black screens on, means that you're either in a state of undressed, you haven't washed your hair, you don't want us to see you haven't got your makeup on. But there's a couple of good-looking people here. I can see Colin Mackey's got his makeup on, looking sort of very sensational. There's Jane as well. And here's hello, Kathy. Good to see you back again. G'day, Ron. And Ali and Laurie. Hello, Laurie. Have you been here before, Laurie? This is your first time. Fantastic.
Yep, this is my first time.
Fantastic. You're here for the Christmas edition, so that's just awesome.
Love the shirt.
Thank you. Yes, I dressed down for today. So, well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Nick Cree. I am your host for this very last session of Business Owners Smashing It Online. It's a wee bit different this evening. We're going to have a bit of fun this evening. Well, not that the other evenings aren't fun as well too, but we're going to have some extra fun, which is why if you haven't got your glass of champagne, go and grab it, your glass of red, your whatever you happen to have, you've got time to run out to the kitchen to go and get it because it is Christmas. So, and we've got Chantal Girardi here as well too, my good friend Chantal. So she's waiting in the wings as well. And we're going to be sharing with you tonight some of the online strategies and processes that are really going to rocket you through Christmas and into the new year. In fact, tonight's a bit of a Q&A session. It is interactive and want you to come and ask your questions that you have about your online marketing, your social media, everything. So tonight, we're here to reveal all. Nothing's out of bounds. Nothing's off limits. So we're here to have sort of a good time and learn a heap as well too. So, but before we get into it, let's find out who's in the room as well too. We have just met Laurie, which is great. Hey, Laurie, do you want to tell us what your business is and what made you come along tonight?
Sorry,
and
I had to unmute.
And I do love your last name because that's my partner's last name. We're from a long line of McCallums as well too. I'm the interloper that's just come in.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, well, so am I. It's my husband's name, but I take it.
Oh, there you go.
In-laws, outlaws, it's all good. Yeah, my name's Laurie McCallum, and I am the founder of Black Line Bookkeeping. I am just getting up and running and trying to get all the behind the scenes things started. Social media marketing is terrifying. And I have a huge learning curve ahead of me. So I'm just going to sit back and absorb as much as I can.
Fantastic. Well, if you think you're going to sit back tonight, you've arrived on the wrong night.
Uh-oh. Okay, bring it on.
No, we'll sort of, yep, anytime you want to jump in during the evening, feel free. But yes, social media is just one of those things that's an exciting journey. It's frightening. It's terrifying. They keep changing the rules, but hopefully we can help you navigate through some of that tonight.
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right. Who else have we got here tonight? Come and introduce yourself, your name, your business, and why are you here? Just tell us why you're here tonight.
Right. Kathy, I'll jump in.
All right. Who's jumping in there? Kathy, is it? Oh, hello, Kathy. How are you?
Hello.
You look like you're at the dentist.
Yes, Ian had his hand up and I just jumped in. Sorry, Ian.
Kathy, you go, Kathy, and then we'll move on to Ian.
Awesome. So my name is Kathy King from Vault Valuations. I'm a jewelry valuer and designer. So social media is a big part of what I do, trying to just engage with my clients. And today on our social media, we posted one for our 1 year in business here. But I would love to learn any tips and tricks and anyone else's feedback, basically.
Awesome. Excellent. I was just saying, this is your office that you're at, isn't it? You haven't even gone home yet.
I haven't. I've got a tray of things I'm still working on.
Awesome. Well, yours the only office that I can see that looks like a dentist that's not really.
Especially when I wear my extra set of glasses.
Excellent. Good to see you, Kathy. All right, who else? We've got Ian here who sort of had his hand up. How are you, Ian?
Well, I'm good, Nick. I'm disappointed that it's the finish for Christmas because I'd like you to have one next week. Yeah. I enjoy coming along and picking up all the snippets. I have found that you can learn too much and not get the job done. But I've decided I'm building a membership site, and sort of the brief title is a hand up. We've been through COVID, and a lot of people have been knocked around financially with COVID. And some of people have got no jobs at all. I'm hoping that my membership site will help those people to get a second income, a side operation, whatever, so that it won't be so hard when we have our next pandemic. And
Excellent.
I'm fairly sure we're going to have another one soon.
I'm sure there's another variant that's due to hit our shores at some point. So you're probably right. So I don't think it's going away anytime soon. So I think what you're doing is fabulous. So there's a really big opportunity out there, particularly when you look at the number of teachers and police officers and health workers that have been stood down or out of work. So I've already had some calls from people that are saying, hey, what do I do? You know, what are some options? So I think what you've got there is fabulous if you're really sort of jumping into that. So awesome, Ian.
Can I ask when we'll resume again after Christmas?
Oh, that's a good question. It'll be in January, and it will be in the last week of January, the last Thursday in January, as long as it's not Australia Day.
Don't you mean Tuesday?
Yes, I mean Tuesday. Thank you, Jane. I'm getting confused here. All right. Who else have we got here? Oh, while Jane's sort of eating her dinner, how about you introduce yourself?
Oh, you're going to make me introduce myself. I know, I always turn up with dinner.
Yeah.
No, I just want to say to everyone, well done for being here tonight, because it's going to be an awesome night with these two. They'll really pack a punch. I know these two very well. Chantel's my business coach and Nick Cree's just my buddy in business. So, yeah.
Awesome. Excellent. And good to see you at the awards night the other night. You disappeared a bit earlier.
I did. I had a big weekend and I had a big week. So like, you know, this week. So I as soon as the awards finished, I was out of there.
And for those that don't know what the awards are, it wasn't our awards, it was the BX Awards, which is a networking group. So one of the few occasions we got together and had a big party. All right, so who else we got here? Time for one more. Who's our lucky last for the year to introduce yourself? Ron, I knew it was going to be you.
Hi there. Hi, Nick. Hi, Chantel. And everybody else here. Ron Beswick. And as those that have been along before know that with my wife, Ali, our focus is on helping over 50s to live a rich, happy and meaningful life, and really to be inspired that their best is yet to come. So that's our focus, and looking forward to learning heaps tonight. Yeah, always followed both of you on social media. So it's always something I read both of your both posts and anything that comes up in emails. Chantel, I mightn't respond that often, but I'm always looking to see what you're up to.
Awesome, and I always see your comments there too, Ron. So it's always good to hear from you as well too. All right, let's kick off the evening. For those that have just arrived, my name's Nick Cree. I'm your host of Business Owners Smashing It Online. This is a show for business owners, entrepreneurs, and people who have got that entrepreneurial seizure that think this is a fantastic time to take control of life and get into business, which of course it is. So even though it's a wee bit different tonight, we do have an agenda to follow. So we do have some cool online tools, and yeah, maybe we'll ask you what some of your cool online tools are rather than me sharing mine. I do have some here, but I'll be interested to know some of yours. And there is no presentation tonight, but there is a Q&A discussion time with Chantel and myself. So if you've got any questions, burning questions in your mind, tonight is your time to ask them and to get them answered. So to be a bit more like a workshop, a Q&A session, and a bit of fun. And hopefully you'll get to take away some things that will really help you through the Christmas period and into the new year. Actually, we've got prize draw there, but we don't have a prize. Your prize is actually just being here today. So that's it. And the next event is going to be next year. We'll talk about that before we close off. Actually, I think Chantel's actually got a prize. So is that right? Yes. There is a prize. All right. So there is a prize tonight. So if you stick around to the end, we will be drawing a prize, and maybe you have to be in the room to win it. But just for now, would love you to check in. So whether that be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, whatever social media platform that you happen to frequent, just pick one. It doesn't have to be them all. Go and check in and tag me in, tag Chantel in, and just let people know that, hey, we're here for the very last session of Business Owners Smashing Online. Take a photo of yourself or the screen or whatever's around too. Sometimes this just reminds those that have registered that it's happening. It'll sharpen their feed and they'll think, oh gosh, I'm meant to be here, and they'll click through and come in, and it lets other people know who haven't heard of us before that we're on. Plus it helps you to build your social media presence as well too, in terms of your digital profile. So when people are stalking you and wondering, who is this person, they get to find out who you're married to, who you're related to, what your relationships are, who you went to school with, and what events are you attending today as well too. So it just helps to build your professional digital profile. Alrighty, so let's have a look at cool online tools. Now, what I would like to do for this is, has anyone got a cool online tool, their favorite, best tool that they've used this year that they'd be happy to either drop into chat or share with us today? Are there any? Or are you waiting for some of my, like just Kathy, you've got one.
I use Trello, free online tool. Trello, I live in it.
So Trello, what is Trello?
Trello is a bit of a visual management tool. So if you like to write sticky notes and lists, it's a way of doing everything electronic, and I use it, the app on my phone as well as the app on my laptop. And I can task assign stuff, I can share it with other people. I actually coordinate all my social media through Trello for my social media person to then go and find things to post for me.
Awesome. Oh, so you use it for your social media posting or organization or whatever?
Yeah, just collating my ideas and how to organize things and all the information before we go assemble everything.
Fantastic. Yep. Trello is pretty awesome. That's what it looks like inside. So for those of you that want the domain, of course you do, it is trello.com. Do you want me to put it into chat? Oh, it's already here. Look at that. My sort of JM, one of my VAs, is on the ball there. He sort of found it. I didn't tell him this was happening, so he's just found it and dropped it in. So yeah, Trello is pretty good, and you can create boards and all sorts of things. And look at this, I've got someone else's board here as well too. So you can actually use it almost like a membership site as well too. So you can see this one here, which is a sort of a membership site that I'm a part of. They use Trello for it. So, you know, you can put notes, you can share things here, you can share content, all that sort of thing. So it's a pretty awesome thing. It's a project management tool as well. And it's very easy to use. And it really is, it works on the Kanban board concept where you're just dragging cards from one column to the next. So let's have a look. Here we go. There's one here. This is one of my ones. So, so this one here is a typical agile system. Agile is a project management system. And, you know, you can move a board from, you know, this one here where you're starting, it might be working on it. You can just sort of drag and drop to the next one, click on it, and then you can see the detail in it. You can add comments to it, and you can assign tasks to other people with it as well. So Yeah, it's been around for a while, and it's just got better. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome tool. So thanks, Kathy, for that one. That's awesome. Anyone else got a tool to that is one of their favorites?
I'll put my hand up.
All right. What do you got, Jane?
So I put it in the chat. It's iPhone, and I'm not sure what the equivalent is for Android, but it's SEO Edge, which if you're a blogger or really sort of like keep your eye on all your SEO and your keywords, you type these keywords into SEO Edge and it will give you your Google ranking for 1 to 100. So, and it will give you a little green arrow if you're going up, and it'll give you a little red arrow if you're going down. And it's just really good to check in daily and see how all your keywords are going and how your blog posts are going for all that SEO that you need. And it's a really cheap app. I pay every 3 months for it, and it's something like $12 for 3 months of usage. But yeah, that's it there.
Yeah, awesome. There you go. SEO Edge. So SEOEdgeapps.com.
That's it.
And it works just on your phone. It's not a desktop app. It's purely phone.
No, it's purely phone. And awesome. I'm not sure what there is one for Android, but I just can't remember what it's called.
Excellent. Look at that. I don't think I've come across this one before.
Yeah,
Jane.
and you can check out, like you can actually look at all those websites and see who's in front of you and why they're in front. Like you can look at their websites as to why that is in front of you.
Oh, so that's that last screenshot here. So you can load up the websites that you want to see that you know who you're competing against or your competitors and see what's happening.
So Google ranking #1 means that you're always at the top of the Google page, and this is anywhere in the world. This isn't just local. And so I always come up as #1 for Mrs. Red as a keyword. And then another one of mine, doodling, always jumps around in the top 10, and I can always see what's sort of like jumped ahead of me. And it's usually myself on Pinterest, to be honest.
Yeah, I found myself tracking myself on Google Analytics today.
Yeah. No, so it's a really good one. Used it for a couple of years now.
Excellent. Excellent. It's about $12 a quarter, is it?
Oh, roughly that. Yeah, it's something really cheap. It's just, yeah, like for what it can do for you, if you are really into that SEO and that blogging, it's such a valuable app.
Awesome. Excellent. Oh, that's a great one. Thanks for that.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's going to be my procrastination tool to check out so later on tonight. I'll get no work done tomorrow. Awesome. SEO, so SEOEdgeapps.com. All righty. And Ron Beswick. Tell us, Ron, what is your favorite app?
Find the button. Yeah. So as I just put in chat, the one that I'm finding I'm using virtually every day now is Canva. That's just become more and more part of our creation capability, I suppose. Started off with the free app, the free version, and I've upgraded now to Canva Pro, and it's just fantastic what you can do in there.
Yeah, it is pretty good. So you can create social media banners which actually fit social media. So they've got all of the sizes for mobile, for desktop, for tablet. So you can do your your banners. You can do posts. You can do ads, and it will help you to understand where the safe areas are. So you know how sometimes you do a landscape banner for Facebook, and then you go and look at it on mobile phone, it's cut off half your words there. So it really helps you with all of those guidelines to do that. Being Christmas time as well too, you've got Christmas cards, posters, all sorts of stuff there that you can do. Oh, look at that, you're looking at some of my creativity here, which actually doesn't look too bad actually.
It looks pretty impressive. And
so,
you can do videos, record videos, and have them send links out straight to people to view the video, or a workbook or worksheet or something like that too. So it's becoming quite versatile in terms of what they're offering.
Well, you've been into a lot more than me, Ron. I sort of hardly venture into here. I've got other people that do that for me, like JM and Lorena, who are masters at this. Oh, look at this. They do have video as well.
Yeah,
Look
so
at
they
that.
you can actually have a website now, Nick. So you can create a website on here. You can create landing pages. You can even put payment links in there. You can create a link tree. So previously you'd have to go to Linktree and create something. You can now do that in here. And all the animations and the GIFs that I make on my Facebook page, I all make literally in 2 seconds on Canva. I'll go in and just make an animated video. I think I did one for Christmas with myself and like little reindeer ears moving up and down, and I'm going Merry Christmas. And it takes you literally 2 seconds to do. So great tool.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that, eh?
And very cost effective too for what you get.
Yeah, it's only what it's under $200 a year, is it? Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's we're paying monthly. I think it's about $18 or $19 a month.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, look at that. And the other thing too, there you can do your PowerPoint slides and whatever on here, and I think you're going to post it on here as well, so that it will play from here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's just gone to the pricing for me. What have I done? Maybe I'm the cheap guy and haven't sort of got the actual plan that I need for. I know I do pay for it.
Yeah, I came across something today. It's a Chrome extension.
Oh yes.
GMB everywhere.
GMB everywhere. Let's look for that.
It'll probably be changed to GBL everywhere soon.
Oh, they changed their name, have they?
Well, they will, because Google My Business is not around anymore. It's Google Business Listing.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Here we are. GMB everywhere.
And that actually gives you audits on Google My Business.
Oh, look at that. Oh, so what sort of information do they give you on that?
Well, I've only just discovered it today. I haven't sort of gone into it, but it'll give you an audit on your Google My Business, on the posts, your reviews, and something else. There's 3 things that gives an audit on.
Look at that. And so there we go. We've installed the extension and we've got it up.
Basic audit, review audit, and post audit.
So there we go. Yep. So review audit, post audit. All right. So we click one of those buttons there. We're going to audit this dentist. They don't know it yet. All right. It's processing. Stay on this tab to continue processing. Oh, look at that. It's got the wheel going.
And
There's their reviews. Oh, look, it's loading up all of their reviews. So obviously crawling them. Do you know what it's doing with these reviews, Jeff?
I think it's just a matter of just being able to find them all, and they analyze it, and you get 5 for nothing, 5 free, and then you got to actually pay for them after that, 5 a month. But I haven't sort of got into it. I just sort of discovered it today, and it's something I will investigate in the next few days.
All right.
Can I share with you a South African tip?
Go on.
Use every single email address that you've ever had.
Yes. You never have to pay for anything.
No, just work through things.
I don't think that's just a South African thing. All right. So what have we got here? So they're doing an analysis of the keywords. So these people got 82 reviews, 5-star Google rating. Their average Google rating is 4.99, so that's pretty good. Number of reviews, so they got 1 review with a photo, 7 reviews provided by local guides. Local guides are those that provide a lot of reviews, and average number of reviews given by people who reviewed the business is 5.79 reviews. And here are all the keywords that they've been reviewed for. Awesome. Thanks, Jeff. I didn't know that one existed either. So again, that'll ensure that I do no work tomorrow. I'll be going through this as well.
Nick, with that review keyword analysis, this is why it's incredibly important for business owners to coach their customers through leaving a review. If you just say to them, leave a review, or just put it into an email and say, hey, don't forget to leave us a review. You know, it's one of those things that go, I'll get to it later. It's really important to say, I'd really appreciate it if you could talk about how you felt before, how you felt afterwards, how you felt the service. And if you can get that review when you're there with them, and you can see why, because all those keywords that they're using are actually helping Google and helping you to get reach and helping, you know, for online credibility. So really important to talk people through the whole review process.
Excellent. Yeah, it is. That's really important because I know asking for them is important, but people just don't know what to do. So yeah. And it's good if you've got a script to give people, or like if you're sending out a review request, just send out a script with that information that Chantal's just said, and you actually guide them along. It's a bit like a call to action. You tell people what to do, and they know what to do, and then they'll just go and do it.
Would you email that out to customers?
You could email it, and you could SMS it. No, text message. Text message tends to get a higher uptake. But certainly emailing it out is a good thing to do. I know we were working with a business, and we got them from about in the teens, you know, whether it's 12 or 13 reviews to close to 300 reviews now. It took them a year. Our goal was to get 200. It took about a year to get that 200, but he asked absolutely everybody. Well, everyone that was positive, you know, if there's anyone that was negative, you wouldn't ask them. But that was most of his customers because he did such a great job. And he sent out an email. So he was a building inspector, and he sent out an email with the report that he sent out. He sent it out with the invoice, their payment receipt. So he sent out the receipt because they had to pay first, asked for the review, and he would do an SMS. So he had an SMS template and would send it out. So people had 3 opportunities to leave a review. Awesome. Excellent. Thanks for that, Jeff. Now I see that Glenn Goodman has got one there. He's just he's just left. He's coming back on Chromecast. So we'll wait for him to come back before he shows us that one there. All right. Anyone else got an app or a tool that is their favorite one or their go-to one? Yes. Canva is Australian owned. Yes. It's an Australian success story down in Melbourne. All right. Any other apps and tools?
Yes, I want to beard the line a little bit, Nick, and I'm going to say a spreadsheet.
A spreadsheet.
And because I'm most familiar with Excel, I'll be thinking in Excel, but a spreadsheet can be used to do a whole lot of inconsequential things. If you just wanted to work out whether certain figures all fit into your budget, or whether you can do a little calculation perhaps on the spreadsheet. If you're trying to work out who your top client is, it might be easy to do it on a spreadsheet as to do it in some marvelous program that's been built to do everything. You can even do a little bit of an analysis of things on the side. I'll try and give an example. I used to work in the Department of Defence about 10 or 15 years ago, and I was doing finance type work, and I had to enter invoices every so often. And one of the things I had to keep track on the water usage on an Air Force base down in Sydney. And the figures I had didn't tell me there was a problem until a groundsman come in and said there's a lot of water out in that paddock. So we worked out the water was leaking from a big tank. And so we went through the process of getting the tank repaired. And I kept putting the invoices in, and there was no change to the cost. So after about 3 months, I went back to them and asked them if they fixed the problem with the tank. And I told them that it was still costing us. So I went back and had a look and found that there was a bigger leak on the other side of the tank. Now, the relationship here is that you might be trying to work out whether you're spending too much money on a particular application particular work that you're doing. So if you just keep a track on spreadsheet, you get an idea of whether things are improving or getting worse, or if you made a bit of a tweak somewhere in what you're doing. You might just get a feel that something's not right. And if you get that feeling, you can go back into your system properly and amend or add, subtract, change, get rid of a customer that's not worth having on your books, etc.
Excellent. Yeah, the spreadsheets, I hadn't even thought of that, Ian, so thanks for bringing that up. I'm constantly in spreadsheets, from things like cleaning up data before I import it into CRMs, exporting it out, cleaning it up to CRMs, doing calculations, and even doing business planning as well, and with my marketing as well, measuring results and seeing what's actually happening, you know, sort of outside of the analytics that you get inside, say, Facebook or Google or whatever. So it's a really powerful tool, but yet sort of overlooked as well too. I think sort of in this age, so many younger people have lost the ability to be able to use this tool here. We were always using Excel and spreadsheets and things, you know, before we had all these apps. So thanks for that. All right, we've got a couple more. What have we got? One is Glenn has got talk. I think he's gone to Facebook so he can screencast it, so he won't be able to talk. So we'll pop this one up as well too. So talk.to. This here is an app there for having, you know, those little chat icons on the bottom of your website. So live chat, people can come to your website. Here we are, we've got one down here, down the bottom right-hand side. And or this one, they've got an FAQ in there, so sort of say search for answers, or you can have a start a new conversation. So let's have a look. I wonder if we can have a conversation with these people while we're here live. And this is a live conversation as well too. So what will happen is, let's say, what are we going to do? We're going to say other. We're just going to say we're reviewing them. So so here we go. It's come up and it said we're now speaking with Levy. So Levy's come on the line here. So this person is a real live person at the other end, and so they're having a conversation. So you know, I've used them on say I've used it on Optus website, and I bought a phone through these and a phone plan through these chat apps. So let's just say hello to Levy. Here we go. Whoops, can't spell, can I? You are on a webinar as we are reviewing Talk. Whoops, yeah, Talk. Say hi to everyone. This will probably freak her out. So there you go. So she's got a message now. So it's appeared on her screen. And in fact, Talk has got a back end to it, which, you know, you don't actually have to be on the website. You've got a chat panel. And so the conversation will come through onto the chat panel, which is, you know, it's in the computer anyway, but it's easier rather than having this little box. It fills the whole screen. And what Talk will do too is that you can have a number of people responding. So I know that this app it operates 24 hours a day, but you can have staff in, let's say, Philippines or Australia, New Zealand, and you know, you can roster people on, you know, any time of day or night, and you'll have someone there that can answer on Talk. So, so this being a live conversation means that it's probably scared her off. She doesn't want to sort of talk to us now. But it's also a phone app as well too. So you can have it on your phone, just like Messenger. And when someone is on your website, they send a message through your website, it'll come up onto your phone, just like Messenger. You can reply on your phone, send them back a message. They get it while they're actually still on the website as well too. And you can do some other cool things with it, like you'll know, it'll tell you what page they're on. So they happen to be on a sales page or a landing page or whatever, you know they're on the page. So you're able to direct your answers directly to, you know, what they might be looking at on the page as well. So So yeah, it's a very powerful tool. And there's a few of them out there, but Talk is one that's been around for a while now. There's a free version that you can use. Oh, look at that. Why free? Maybe, oh no, it's free forever. Is it? Or maybe, I think yes, I think it's free. It's free for you to use for yourself. But then I think you can then go and pay for staff. You want to have staff there. They've got the ability to, so you can have staff there. And you're not paying for the staff full time. You're only paying for the time that they're on chat. Oh, there we go, it's the top, $1 an hour. So you can have a hire chat agents for $1 an hour. So it's pretty cheap if you need 24-hour coverage, or if you've got an international business and you just need someone there to cover you while you're asleep, and you cover the daytime hours. So really simple to put into your website. Oh, Libby's come back and said hi again. Maybe she forgot that I was asked her a question. Do you have any concerns? No concerns. But you can customize it in terms of the look and feel for your website as well too. Same colors, branding, all that sort of stuff on there as well. And you can even have down the bottom here where it's got the little chat icon, you can see her photo in it. So you can have your photo, and there's a whole lot of styles for that as well too. So yeah, it's a really good interactive tool for being able to interact with people on the site. Oh, she says hello as well too. So there you go. She saw that and said hello as well too. All right. Thanks for saying hi. Hi. We better continue. N. Oh, can I spell? With the webinar. All right. All right, there we go. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Big smiley face. There you go. So there you go. She's been a good sport as well too. All right, that's Talk, and one more. Chantal, we're going to let you have the last word for these apps. So tell us what your app is.
I'm a big fan of answerthepublic.com. Answerthepublic.com. It's pretty cool in that often people get a bit stuck on what to call things. And we all know that, with search engines, we literally have to be putting in the words that people are searching for online. So answerthepublic.com, the free version will give you 5 per day, and you can actually download the CSV folder. So, and when you do it as well, it says here, discover what people are asking about, and it says use up to 1 to 2 words. So if we go, online marketing, what people are, and just underneath it, it says United Kingdom. So we obviously want to change that to Australia if you're, oh, did you jump the gun?
I did jump the gun, sorry.
Yeah,
yep.
Okay, so this is the UK. This is what in the UK they're asking for. At the top right-hand side, you can see that you can save the image. So these are the titles or the exact phrases that people are using. So it would be good to use this content, in your social media, for the algorithms, in Google, for the names of your blogs, names of your emails, and things like that. And you can download the image so you have those words. And as I said, the free version gets you 5 per day. So every day you can do 5 of these, save them, and look at how many, how many online marketing questions they are, and you can provide content about it. So not only do you have to title your content about it, but you can also go and create content about that. So if you go, well, if people are asking about this, well, I'll create content about that, which is pretty cool.
So great way to give yourself a jump in the search engines, because you're not just answering stuff or writing stuff that you think will be interesting. You're actually writing about what people are asking about. And because people are asking about it, Google, and remember Google's, well, you may not know it, but Google's word that it uses to describe itself, there's one word. Anyone know what it is? It's not money.
I was going to say sexy.
The one word is relevance. So when people type questions into the search engine, it wants to serve up the most relevant answer to that question. So you've got to think about the content you're creating is giving relevant answers to the questions that people are asking. So this tool, Answer the Public, is giving you the actual questions people are asking, and you can now answer these questions in a highly relevant way. And in fact, what you can do, and this is one of the ways that I do it, is pick a key topic. So it might be online marketing, but let's say I'll pick one of these as the key topic I'm going to write about. So here's one here: online marketing for small business. So I'll use that there. That's my key topic. And then I'll have a look for 5 to 7 topics here that relate to that there. And they become subtopics in my article. So for instance, we might look at how to do online marketing. So now we've got 2 search phrases in this one article, 2 questions in this one article that people are asking questions about. Here we go. And I would have another topic: how online marketing without spending money. Let's say online marketing is useful for. So now we've got 4 phrases which are top searches that people are actually searching for in Google. So now if we go and publish this on a blog, and then create some social media content for each of those topics in that blog post with a link back to that blog post, then 1, you're starting to get traffic there, and 2 is you've got highly relevant terms there, exact terms that people are actually searching for. So it gives you the best opportunity to get up onto page 1 of the search engine results pages. And you will be surprised how quickly you can get up there just using a strategy like that there, because many people aren't doing it this way. They're just doing a download and a dump of their knowledge, but they're not really sort of looking at how can they frame it in a way that answers the questions that people have got online. So yeah, fantastic tool. This, go right to the bottom there, look at this. You've got 12 months worth of content here. If you're wondering how to put together a content calendar for, say, creating blog posts, this is my favorite tool for doing it. If you need to create a blog post every week, then I would pick 52 topics. So it doesn't have to be just off this one key phrase, but you can use just this one search term and then 52 topics with 5 subtopics gotten out of here. And I would probably use that idea that Ian had, use a spreadsheet, download it all into a spreadsheet. In fact, what you can do is there's a button at the top there that says download CSV. That there is a spreadsheet. So you can download it, organize it, and then you've got your topics. And then all you have to do is then write some content or a paragraph for each of those topics. So you're breaking it down into bite-sized pieces, and it makes it absolutely super simple to create your content for your website and for social media.
Nick, another addition to that is if you create a YouTube video and put that up in YouTube and use the title inside YouTube, because Google's the biggest search engine, and because it's in YouTube and you're linking back to the website, plus social media, you've got a massive trifecta happening.
Absolutely, yeah, no, that's great. Well, the other thing you can do too, I'm going to add to that, Chantal. I'm going to up you one. You can also then go and use Canva to create some PowerPoint slides with each of those key phrases and an image. And where I would get the images from is a place called Unsplash. And so you can create so you can have an image. So Unsplash are free images. It doesn't cost you anything. They're professional images. They're not cheesy stock photos or anything like that. There's some of them are, but yeah, most of them are pretty good. So we'll go and search for, say, online marketing again. And then you can grab one of those, and then you can create 5, 6, 7 PowerPoint slides with the key terms in it. And then you go and upload it to a site called slideshare.net. Now, slideshare.net is a sharing repository for PowerPoint presentations, and you can present from there as well too. And SlideShare is owned by LinkedIn, which is owned by Microsoft. But you can upload your PowerPoint slides, and you'll see here, here's my uploads. So I sort of haven't got enough here, but you can see here's some of my keynote presentations that I've uploaded here. And people will actually search these. These will appear in the search engines. You can embed them into your website. You can share them out to social media, and it gets the word out even further. So there you go. You repurposed it another way. You got another one, Chantal?
No, that was life-changing. Thank you. Great
I'm
way to
gonna-
repurpose my
I'm
PowerPoint.
going to add one more too.
Oh, but wait, there's
So-
more.
We're going to go back to, what was it? Answer the public. Where's it gone? There we are. Answer the public. And those articles that you've written, say, let's say you've written an article a week for your blog post, and you do that for a quarter. So that gives you 12 articles. You can now bundle that up into an ebook, which you can use as a download for your website. And you can upload it to a place called Scribed. So Scribed is, I don't think I spelled that right. Let's see if it'll get there. Not that one. SCRIBD. Scribed. Here we go. Scribed. Okay, it's SCRIBD.com. So this is sort of like Amazon for books and things like that, but they started out with ebooks, but they've also got audio, magazines, podcasts, and all that. So they've expanded there. But you can use it to upload documents, which would be your ebook. And again, it's another place where people go to download books, audios, magazines, information, podcasts, all that sort of stuff. Actually, you could turn it into a song too, because they got sheet music. So if you're musical, you can turn your ebook into a piece of sheet music and a song as well too. But it's a great place for you to upload it. Again, you can then sort of mark it on your website. You can mark it out on social media, but you're getting sort of a whole lot more places for reach there, where the people are already going. So there's already traffic going here. People are often paying for this platform as well. And so they're looking specifically for information on some topic. So again, this is a great place to upload it to get your work out there. All right. Okay, does Unsplash need you to mention the creator? Oh, thanks, Jane has answered that. No, it doesn't, but it's always good to do it. In fact, one of the things you can do for credits for photos and things, you can either just put as a caption just below the photo, or what I often do is just put a little star at the bottom, like a footnote at the bottom of your website, and you can credit the author there, or you can have a separate page for all of your credits as well on your website too. All right, well, there we go. Is that enough apps and tools and things for today? Have you got enough to go on with? I've got a few more. Oh, actually, I've got one more I want to share. Can I share one more? I think you're going to love this one. Let me just get back to Chrome here. Yeah, forgot about all the ones I was going to share. I'm not going to share them all with you. I'm just going to share with you.
Are you trying to shut Chantel up, are you, Nick?
She'll get her too.
Yeah, exactly. She will.
All right. Well, where am I? Let me find it. Oh, this one here. All right, for those of you, and let me just refresh the screen, those of you that do webinars like Zooms and all that sort of thing there, one of the things that's pretty awful about it is that your camera's either, it's right up here, or you're looking down here and people are looking up your nose because the camera's just not in the right position on your computer. I wish they had a camera right in the middle of the screen. Well, they do now. There's one called CenterCam. So this is an app that actually someone that was on Zoom here or is at the session quite often, she discovered this one. But it's a camera that hangs down in the middle of your screen. It's a small camera. You can see the video there that's running in the middle there, and it just actually, you clip it over the top of your computer. It hangs down, so it's right in the middle of your screen, which is right where you're looking. So if you've got a group of people like you do here on Zoom, and so when you're looking, your line of sight is looking at the people, but it's not looking at the camera. So you're never really looking people in the eye. Well, this CenterCam allows you to look people in the eye because you're looking right at the center of your screen where people are, or you're looking at your presentation, your PowerPoint presentation, and so you get to look directly in the camera. It's a lot more natural and a lot better. So this is like I think it's Kickstarter or here we go. Let's go and have a look. It's thecentercam.com. but yeah, it's on Indiegogo. So it's one of those sort of solutions that are up there on Indiegogo, and I don't think it's terribly expensive as well too. I think it might be a couple of $100 to buy. There we go, $135 US. So yeah, about $230 odd Australian. Well, it's 115 if you don't want all the little extras in the bag and all that sort of thing there. So there you go. There's a little sort of gadget you can go and buy yourself for Christmas. Look at that. They've raised $2 million for this year. So there's obviously a real demand for it. So people have spent $2 million to buy this thing. All right, there we go. Do you like that? Who's going to buy that? There you go. I've got some of your spending money now, haven't I? Job done. And we're going to talk about that tonight, instead of spending all your money over Christmas buying apps, tools, and all that sort of cool stuff to make you look flash online or whatever. Thanks, not. Excellent, Jane.